So yeah, we're just gonna dive right into it because, like I said, I'm ready to heal from this and move the fuck on with my life. And a lot of the things that I've endured at the strip club still hold weight in my life now, currently. So I'm really doing this, like I said, to help those who have experienced bullying. It does not have to be in the strip club, okay? Bullying, period, especially by a group of women that look like you, that are brown skinned like you. It's to help you heal and move forward. This is not an attack live like the one that was made about me, because I don't care about convincing Buffalo, New York of my character and of who I am, because it's not my fucking job. The only job I have is to be black and to be great, okay? So I will continue to be black and be great and help people heal as well. So with that being said, I want to go into I guess sort of like the strip club environment, because from the outside looking in, it just looks glamorous, it looks fun, it looks like it looks like the movie that J-Lo was in, when we all know that's not the fucking case, okay? Everybody beefs with each other just because a girl made $10 more than them on stage, you know, that they don't like. And the thing is, with the strip club culture, it comes with a lot of mental manipulation, and it also comes with a lot of you know, this energy of trying to deceive. You know, when you're in that energy, obviously, you know, you kind of have to lie to a guy that you may not find attractive, that you think he is attractive, just to get money for your phone bill or whatever you gotta pay. Rent, phone bill, whatever, okay? Car note, it don't matter. So when you're already in that energy, it's kind of hard to differentiate real from fake, you know? So it's not that I blame anybody for the treatment that I chose to stay and endure. Because like I said, I've been in strip clubs in New York City. I've been in strip clubs in Jersey. I could have left, and I could have went somewhere else where I was more accepted and where my energy was celebrated. But I chose to still stay locally for financial reasons, you know. And I thought that it would be more beneficial to save up money so that when I do want to go out of town and make a big bag, you know, I would be financially secure and I wouldn't have anything to worry about. So one thing I want to talk about is, you know, being a stripper, being in that energy. It's hard for you to differentiate a real nigga from a fake nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of y'all was bumping 6'9" like y'all loved him. Okay, so we gonna talk about that. But one thing I want to definitely address, especially with bullying that I've endured in the back room and definitely in the back behind the scenes of everything that was going on, because when you're in the dressing room, the energy is different than when you're on the floor, obviously. But one thing that you don't that a lot of people don't understand, I guess it's because they have like I don't want to say they're emotionless, they're not in tune with the energy that they're putting out into other people and what they're saying. You know, obviously words have power and things like that. So what they don't really understand is the pain that I held on to this day, based off of what they had to say. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna try my best to not name names, even stripper names. But y'all know who y'all are. Okay, y'all was loudly and proudly disrespecting me in that club, that local club that I that has a king on it, okay? I'm not even going to say what club it is, but you know, it's like 3 clubs in Buffalo, okay? It was the only one I worked at, okay? So I want to really take this moment to help anybody who may be a stripper, may have been a stripper in the past, or maybe just has to deal with bullying itself and how to heal from that and grow from it. Because when you have my situation might have been different than other people's situation. When you have a group of women all disrespecting you at the same time, of course it fucks with you. It fucks with your mental. But that's the whole game of the strip club, is to have somebody who is seen as a threat financially to you in a lower state, so they are not in their best energy to make more money. You know, it's unfortunate because if you knew how much money was in the club if you all work together, how much money you can make if you all work together, but you know, that's that new age shit. I don't get it, but living your shit, baby. Okay. So one thing that I really want to get across is that the energies that you take on have long-lasting effects on people. You know, just because you disrespected them to a customer or to you know, whoever it is behind the scenes, doesn't mean that what you said doesn't resonate, because we've all been bullied. You know, people who bully have been bullied before. You know what I'm saying? So I can only imagine what they have been through in their own personal lives to feel that disrespecting me like that was an acceptable way to handle any situation or any disagreement or any sort of anything, you know. But what I am going to do, I'm going to speak on Miami and I'm going to get it the fuck over with, because like I said, I really do not fucking care about anybody that was involved in that, anybody that was on the live, because again, I did not see it. First of all, I didn't hear a fucking word y'all had to say, and second off, I know me and I know my energy, and the people that fuck with me in Buffalo, they know my energy as well. And so I never had to go on a live and convince anyone from Buffalo that the things they said were a lie, because the people that rock with me and the people that fuck with me, not only in Buffalo but all across the world, know my energy and know my character. So I never had to do that, you know. And it's one of those things that that people know it affects you, because nobody would spend 3 hours on a live video trying to convince their whole audience that this person is a terrible person if they did not know the effects of going live on Facebook and encouraging people to bully me. Like I said, to this day, I used to go out and literally out of my pocket just to support local people who are black like me, who are women like me, and who are out here like growing on some boss shit, only for them to disrespect me as soon as that money touched their fucking hand, which is a mistake on my part, because had I had done like a little bit of research, I would have saw that they were on that live putting the little laughing emojis and stirring shit up as well, you know. Mistake on my part, because I promise you, I want to say this right now, anybody that has disrespected me, I don't ever want you to think for a second that you will ever get the chance to access my kindness ever again. I'm sure you don't give a fuck, but I'm just letting this statement be known that I really don't give a fuck about showing anybody who disrespected me kindness, because it's one thing to go off of rumors about somebody and then meet them energetically in the physical and still choose the rumors. You know, it's different. But again, I'm 26, I'm young as fuck, and I will take my maturity as what it is and move forward with my fucking life, because I'm not holding the weight of strippers okay, into my new life, because y'all are not allowed. Okay. And to this day, I still have like some body issues, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I still have like, I wouldn't call it body dysmorphic disorder. I wouldn't call it something as severe as that, but I can honestly say that when I weighed myself at the hospital, I mean not the hospital, at the doctor's office, I was shocked at my weight, because I mentally felt like I was bigger because of the bullying that I endured. You know, it's one thing, because like I said, before we went on this trip, we were all supposed to take pictures together, yada yada yada. Of course that wasn't gonna fucking happen. And I specifically asked the photographer, I was like, please do not over edit my pictures for this trip. I want you to keep it like at least as natural as possible. Like, give me a glow, obviously, give me a glow, but don't over edit it to the point where it looks ridiculous. And unfortunately, he over edited it so it looked ridiculous. But of course, me trying to support people and support black businesses, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to just tell them, because I knew when I arrived in Miami, they're gonna be like, oh, you don't look like your pictures, you can't go on stage. So I let him know. I was like, I'm going to be on the back end, and they're just going to dance, and I'm going to just show love to them. Because like I said, like I was telling them, I know people okay, that would literally fly out to support me and support strippers. And I was so dumb. I was really going to overextend my kindness again to people that showed me when they were in Buffalo, before they took that spirit flight, okay, that they didn't fuck with me. I was still trying to overextend myself to make sure that they had a good time when they just didn't give a fuck, you know? And like I said, I don't have to brag about anything. You know, I've never been a bragger, because I know that, you know, what comes up can easily come down. So I'm humble as fuck, but I'm far from stupid, you know? And I feel like with all of the energy that people came to Miami with, all the bullying was definitely encouraged. Like I said, we were supposed to go to, well, that was G5. It was someplace before that, another popular club. I don't even remember the name. And, you know, I was waiting for them to get ready. I was like, you know, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to make money. Like, it's okay. Time is ticking. Okay, niggas showing up to the club right now. So I took my cab to go. I had my makeup ready, my stripper bag ready to go. Okay, so I left, and they were at the hotel talking shit, of course, and they were waiting for the other girl that was flying from Atlanta to so they can ride in her BMW and just stunt in front when they pull up to the club. And I don't give a fuck about that shit. I care about making money and getting back home. Okay, so that's exactly what I did, you know, before I left that club to come back to the room. And when I did leave that club after that audition period, and I came back, they were still getting ready for the club, you know? And so, like, they were not wanting to even be a team player when they got there. And I'm gonna explain one more thing, okay? When it was time for the money, okay, when it was time to pay, people did not have their $200 ready to go. So I'm literally waiting, and it's literally the day before I leave for my trip when I get handed the last $200 to book a hotel. It was literally like a 2-bedroom vista, okay? That was all that was left, and that's all that was available. Like I said before, I have everything in my old phone, okay? I have everything in my old phone, and I have all the messages proving that not only was I trying to book that mansion, kind of mansion, it was kind of a mansion, it wasn't really a mansion, but trying to book that, I think it was 4 bedrooms, a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. I have the messages of me and him conversating, and then him stopping the conversation and me talking to him and him canceling the booking, because he probably saw my stripper picture and thought, oh, they're just out here trying to party in my house, you know what I'm saying? And was like, no, I'm not doing that. So on top of him canceling that booking, and y'all not having your $200 to book something, what we got is what we fucking got, okay? The last thing I'm gonna do, like, I was 24 at the time, okay? I couldn't even go out and get a rental myself, but I was willing to put in money for a rental, okay? And that's the thing, like, you are not about to play me like I'm broke. You're not about to play me like I'm slow, and you're just not about to play me, because with that action that y'all think was just fun or cute or whatever, I still have Buffalo to this day. People in Buffalo disrespecting me, feeling like it's okay because y'all chose to go out of town with somebody that, for one, you never liked, and you had no interest in getting to know energetically, you know? Because people that fuck with me know that I'll make sure everybody's fucking good. And the thing is, like, with that energy being in Miami, it was definitely more excuses for me to overextend my kindness. Because like I said, you know, they were literally in the hotel the whole time. Like, they did not go out to work. I was working all day, okay? And that's the thing, like, I know people, okay? So I had no problem going out to get what I needed to get, okay? It was a whole trip, okay? I was hoeing back then, baby, and I ain't ashamed to say it, okay? I ain't ever scared to say it, okay? That's what that trip was. But if you're out here and, you know, I'm waking up in the morning, I'm getting dressed, and I'm taking a cab to go, you know, and to really enjoy myself and enjoy my energy, because like I said, I wasn't dancing at the time. I was going to go back into dancing, but I wasn't really dancing at the time. So for you to literally overextend yourself just to try and play me is kind of sad, because y'all are like 4 years my senior, you know. It's kind of sad, but I'm not going to dive into that. What I will speak on is the big blow up that happened, because like I said, everyone in the room around me was a friend of me. They were just nice enough to not look like they were disrespectful, you know. But I know as soon as I leave the room, you're on live and you're okay. You're just being disrespectful. So I took the advice of someone that recommended that I do not go out of town with you guys anymore and do not be kind to you guys anymore. Because things, the thing is, people love being messy. So things come back and forth, up, down, left and right, all the fucking time. And you don't know who's who until shit blows up, you know? So one thing I will say is, with that being said, and with all of this, like, residual tension that was already in the room from Buffalo before, like I said, before that spirit flight to Miami, I feel like not only did I disrespect myself by trying to extend a friendship to people that, for one, did not want it and did not want to see my energy, you know, it was dumb on my part. And I want to say this, just so I can get this out of the way. I forgive all of the disrespect that I received from that moment forward, from me, from that live video up until me working at the strip club at Pharaoh's. I forgive all of y'all. I just don't ever want to encounter y'all again, and I don't ever want to vibe with y'all. I don't want nothing from y'all. I just pray that y'all just leave me the fuck alone, okay? And just move on with y'all's life. Because like I said, how you choose to show up in my life as my trauma is on you. So don't be scared now. Don't be mad now that, you know, I'm in this place mentally where I can speak on it without being like y'all were and just being disrespectful and calling people out of their names, because that's not my character. That's not who I am, and I will never take that as I will never take that disrespect without speaking on it. Because for people, like I said, to this day in Buffalo, to be disrespecting me based on your live video that you're not going to apologize for and you're not sorry about, I have to speak up for myself in front of Buffalo, New York. So you guys know, hey, don't fucking do that shit again, okay? Like, seriously, it was all bullshit from the fucking beginning, literally from the beginning. And I feel like personally, okay, when the girl put the knife to my face, it right here, when she put the knife to my face and threatened to kill me and didn't do it, that's when I knew, like, oh, this was just all for drama. This was all just for attention. This was all just for whatever internal stuff, y'all had. But the thing is, when y'all were when the two girls were on the live, right? Or not on the live, they were in the room. I think it was like right after I came back from the club, and the only girl that had a rental was out doing her motherfucking thing. Okay. When we were in the room, you were on live with people from Buffalo, a girl that I worked with at Pharaoh's. I'm not going to say her name, but she knows who she is, okay? And y'all literally showed me this girl, and y'all were literally sneak dissing like I wasn't gonna catch it. So with that being said, why would you feel ever in your heart and in your soul that I owe you a single ounce of kindness? You know, after you knew from before you took that spirit flight to Miami that you were not going to be there on good intentions, and you were not going to be of any substance. You know what I'm saying? When they got to G5 Miami, and I told the guy, I was like, I'm not dancing tonight, I'm just here to drink, I'm waiting for somebody to come, okay, so you spend his money. Okay, I'm not spending my money, okay, so I can spend his money on y'all, and y'all can at least end the trip on a semi-positive note, because at least you made money out here. At least you made your $200 back, you know? So when they got to G5 and they showed up in booty shorts and the crop tops and no stripper outfit, no stripper clothes and all that thing, I was just like, yeah, okay, so what are y'all doing? So what they proceeded to do was shake their ass on the floor, literally dressed as customers, shake their ass on the floor, literally in front, like bum rush in front of strippers, okay, just to get tips from men and then leave with those men. I literally had to do damage control for grown-ass women. So I'm in Miami, like, apologizing to not only the person that told me that we could dance in G5, but I'm apologizing to the strippers that I literally just talked to and just spoke to about supporting the club and supporting these two people that I brought with me on my trip to Buffalo. So I'm literally, like, y'all are just cycling the disrespect, okay? And I'm sitting here doing damage control in Miami because everyone's looking at me crazy, like, oh, these are your friends, this is the energy you're on, and I'm looking like this was a big fucking mistake. Okay, from the point of conception, it was a big fucking mistake. So I will say this though, like when I said when the girl threatened to kill me and she just poked the knife at my forehead, I already knew what the situation was. You know, I knew it was all for attention. Like, they threw all my stuff around. They opened my wallet and tried to call me broke, like I didn't have credit cards and bank cards, okay? Like, I wasn't dumb enough to keep cash on me in a room full of women that have shown that they do not fucking like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, strippers don't get robbed by other strippers all the time. Okay? So we ain't even gonna get into that. So, like I said, when all that blew up, when all that situation came up, instead of doing a damage control, like I said, because if I would have went on live and spoke how I felt, it just would have kept going back and forth on the internet. And we all know when you go on the internet, the energy is different when you come in person. Because like I said before, when I went to Colony Lounge after that, okay, and I saw the same girl from Miami. She was tanned up, okay, she had a nice little tan. When I encountered the girl from Miami that went on that spirit flight just to disrespect me, she had nothing to fucking say. She had no words to say to me. regardless of what was said on the live, regardless of what was said in private, in those private stripper chats on Messenger and whatever the fuck. She had nothing to say. She kept real quiet in that corner, and what she did was she talked to every other stripper in the room and was like, oh, I feel uncomfortable. I don't want her working here. I don't want her working here. And showing them my retaliation to what they did to me, okay? The disrespect that they showed me, which I feel like was a very calm way to handle that situation, okay? Because you don't, the thing is, I've had my life threatened before, and I have bruises and scars, okay? So you don't know what that means to me when somebody threatens my fucking life. It means a lot to me. So when I handle situations through magic, like I did, and for you to threaten my life, threaten to fight me, threaten to do all this stuff, and then I see you in person and nothing happens, and all you do is get me fired from the club that you're working at. Like, I don't have nothing, baby. I don't have nothing to fucking say about you. Nothing. I don't want nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? Because I know real people who mean what they say, okay? And the last thing you're gonna do is convince other people to do your dirty work for you, okay? We're not even gonna get into no beef, because again, beef needs two sides. I don't give a fuck about any of y'all, okay? Any of y'all that was on that live talking shit, and any of your fake ass cousins, okay, that came and tried to be friends with me after that, yeah. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, okay? And one thing that I really want to make just more apparent is the fact that this bullying has still affected me to this day, you know? And I feel like if I don't speak on it, people in Buffalo are still gonna think that they can disrespect me. And again, I don't ever want y'all to think that that behavior that I silently took and handled as a mature adult will ever be tolerated again from anybody, you know, because the difference between me and someone like that is if I wanted to go tit for tat, I could have showed the pictures that I had of the room that y'all left, okay? It was fucking disgusting. It was really disgusting. And y'all know how y'all were on that trip, okay? I had my one little bag and my little tied up bag of makeup, and that was it. And the every time I stepped in the room, it was fucking trashed. Fucking trashed, okay? And this is not a live to come at nobody and trying to disrespect nobody. So I'm gonna move off of that, okay? And I'm going to move forward into talking about how the bullying at the strip club still affects me to this day, okay? Because one thing I will say is that when I extend a branch of happiness to anybody, I don't expect you to be kind back. You know what I'm saying? I expect a certain level of maturity, which is why when I started working at Pharaoh's and I started, just talking with people, I expected a little bit more maturity from the women in the room, especially from people that have publicly expressed the same things that I was going through. You know, I felt like, oh, okay, so we're basically going through the same shit emotionally. Maybe, you know, if I'm just nice to her, maybe she'll have a better day, and maybe one day she'll be nice to me and I'll have a better day. You know what I'm saying? But I can honestly say this, that was a big mistake. I will never extend a branch of happiness to anybody in that environment. And I just want to say this, I don't want to name names, but it rhymes with candy. So Candy, when you were in the back room and you had everyone laughing about whoever pissed in the trash can at the time, or pissed on the floor, whatever the fuck that smell was. When you joked and you said that it was me, and the whole room went along with it, and they encouraged, they laughed, and they kikied. That night, when you said, hope you have a good night. You know, like when you did that after I was being kind to you and showing you kindness, all you had to do was say, I don't like you. And you did not have to open the conversations with me, because like I said, when I was in the strip club, I did not talk to anybody. I stayed in my own little bubble. Y'all were the ones that initiated conversations with me. Okay? You did not have to do that. You didn't have to pretend to be a friend just to knock me back down, because that night, you have no idea what I was going through that night. Okay? I was actually about to like commit the big S, because I was that hurt and felt so disrespected, and it was by everybody in the room. You know, it would be different if it was like some little quick shit. It would be different. But for you to actually like encourage people that you know want to like kiss your ass and try to like be on your side, okay? When you do that, you're nothing more than a bully. So it's like when bad things happen to you, like I don't feel bad, you know, because you purposely made yourself a bully in my life when I was just trying to be nice to your ass. Okay, dumb on my part, and I promise you it won't happen again. So with that being said, I really want to dive into the long-lasting effects that I have had that I didn't even realize I had endured in the strip club, based off of just like the general harassment. Like I said, I had a baby, okay, and she's a beautiful baby, okay. But my relationship was not the best. I was going through physical abuse, mental abuse, okay, spiritual abuse, all of the abuses with him, okay, verbal especially. So for me to constantly hear about how fat I am, about how ugly my body is, or hear like, oh, you're so cute, if only you lost that, you know, it does something to you, you know, because I have this, I do still have body issues, because every time I look at my stomach in the mirror, I get reminded of my failed relationship with someone who not only was fucking strippers at the same club that I worked at, but was fucking the girl that Brittany, that I was doing my nails with, like that literally invited me to work with her okay, just to fuck him, okay, and make it look cute or whatever the fuck they were trying to do, okay. That shit was so messy and so disgusting, and it was so unnecessary, you know. So like I said, every time I looked at myself, I automatically felt all of the trauma from my relationship, you know. And it's one thing it's one thing to bully, and it's another thing to harass. And I can honestly say I wasn't the only one that was harassed, but I don't want y'all to think that my silence during the harassment was me accepting it as acceptable behavior. I just don't ever want that to ever get misconstrued, you know. And I feel like for a lot of people, they don't understand, well, they do understand how powerful words are, because people who bully have been bullied before. We all know that, okay? But it's different for you to overextend the bullying and encourage basically everyone in the room to follow you and to do exactly as you do, when like you did all that and didn't get paid for it. Like you did all of that and I still made more money. You know what I'm saying? Like and it's just like, what was that really for? You know? I still don't know, but I hope Candy and all of y'all, okay, at the strip club, really look inside yourself and figure out why you chose to make me your enemy. Because again, y'all never met me energetically before then, you know. And it sucks because I'm dope as fuck. I'm cool as fuck, and like I said, people fuck with me all over the world, okay. Like and it's not even like I'm not even being like braggy about anything. Like it's just my spirit, it's just my energy. I bring a lot of positivity to people's lives just by being around them and just by showing them kindness. Like if you understand energetic exchanges, you will understand that what my energy is, you know. And like I said, the only person that I blame for I'll say this, the only person that I blame for enduring and receiving the disrespect is myself. Okay, because I had 2 feet and I know clubs out of town. I could have fucking left, but I chose to stay because of my financial situation that I was in, and me literally, like I keep saying, all I wanted to do was make money to move the fuck out of Buffalo. Like I would be out of y'all's fucking hair, I promise you. Once I get full custody, I will be out of Buffalo, New York's hair. Okay, and the one thing that really that I thought was going to help me do that, because it's something that was a pattern in my life, was the strip club. And that was something that I was in since I was fucking 18 years old. You know what I'm saying? So of course I'm going to piggyback off of that. It's all that I've known that got me out of tough times, and I was in a tough time at that time. You know, a lot of people that go into the strip club go in to make money to get themselves out of something. You know, rarely do you see someone that wants to be a stripper forever. Not like it's something bad, but I'm just saying, rarely do you see that. A lot of people are stripping for things, you know, not stripping to make it a permanent lifestyle, you know. And I really do feel like when bullying it's so heavy in an environment like that, you don't even see the effects until like I said, somebody commits suicide. You don't see the effects of bullying until you're mentioned in a suicide note, you know. And then it's like, oh, this person was so kind, such a beautiful soul. Everybody's a beautiful soul when they die, you know, but nobody talks about the people that pushed them to that point. Nobody ever wants to speak on that, you know. And like I said, I was suicidal in the strip club, and they definitely did not help it, okay? But I unfortunately thought that I had to stay at that club in order to make money just so I can get the fuck out of Buffalo, okay? Like, that was my ultimate goal. Make a lot of money, get the fuck out of Buffalo, okay? But one thing that the bullying had on me that I didn't even realize until like I kept having like these reoccurring dreams, and these people kept popping up and things like that, or like I would just keep having like flashbacks of the club. I didn't even realize just how big and how bad it affected me until I literally looked at my body in the mirror and I just broke down fucking crying. You know what I'm saying? Because it weighed so heavy on me, and I had to chase that trauma back to Miami when they were disrespecting me in Miami. Then I had to go back and what was I think the first one was the girl Katana that I got into a fight with. Yeah, and I'm gonna speak on that too, since it popped up in my fucking head. So the DJ definitely had a big part in that as well, because I was at Sky Bar that day. I remember that day very vividly. I was at Sky Bar. It was somebody's graduation, somebody that I was, you know, fucking with. It was their graduation. And, well, no, their relative's graduation, sorry. I ain't Asian Argento now, okay? We're not fucking teenagers, okay? His nephew, I think, was graduating. So we went to Sky Bar. I was drinking, he was drinking, and then I had to leave, and I took a cab to the club. So I had everything ready to go, and that, like, as soon as I got to the club, the guy that I was fucking with, the bum, okay, he messaged me and he said, oh, I'm having somebody come over, don't be mad, don't da 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 da. So of course I'm gonna be mad, because I'm, you know, still sexually attracted to somebody that I'm living with, and that is basically using me. Okay, but yeah, we're gonna get into that later. So with that, I told the DJ, I was like, yo, can you just have this girl, this girl Katana, can you just have her like call her to the booth so I could talk to her so she can just not bully me today. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, I just don't want to receive this energy today. Like, I could take it any other day of the week, but I'm already high-key sensitive. You know, I didn't have no weed on me, okay, or no liquor. I was a little tipsy, but that was it. And I still wasn't legal to drink at the club. I think I was 20 at the time, okay? So, of course, the DJ called her to the booth. She didn't show up. So the bullying kept happening. And I was like, yo, you need to talk to this girl, because I'm trying not to be rude. I'm trying not to fight. I'm trying to literally talk shit out like an adult, because it's sad that I'm 20 years old and I'm still trying to be a fucking adult, but whatever. And, you know, the DJ kept calling her to the booth. She kept avoiding me and kept disrespecting me. Kept avoiding me and then kept disrespecting me and kept encouraging others to disrespect me as well. Because the thing is, in the strip club, a lot of girls want to kiss the ass of the girl that, quote, makes the most money or brings the most niggas to the club. I get it, but it's different when, you know, you can't come to someone like woman to woman and literally just like, all I wanted was just one day of you just harassing somebody else. Like, it was really that simple. Like, all you had to do was just hear what I had to say at the fucking booth. Well, nobody was gonna cuss you out. I was gonna be like, look, listen, I'm going through a lot, you know, just leave me alone today. You could start back on Friday, okay? Like, you can start back next weekend, girl. Like, it is what it is. I just chopped it up as like strip club shit, but I was like, it is what it is. But for it to like continue to cycle and continue, and then you have then you got the customers joining in and the strippers joining in. I was like, oh, you know what? Fuck this shit. And that's when we had our fight, okay? And that's when all the bullshit happened, and then everyone was like, "Oh, what happened? Why did she do that?" And I was the bad guy, okay? And then I automatically became the bad guy, okay? So I say that to say this: a lot of problems, and this is inside the strip club and out of the strip club. This is just bullying in general. A lot of fucking problems that you have with people can be talked out. And if someone is not mature enough to talk it out, you gotta let that shit go. What I did was I held on to it because I was still angry from everything that I was feeling. I was still angry from the bum that I was staying with, okay? I was still angry about his actions and everything. And the thing is, like, after our fights at the strip club, I gave the girl Priscilla Miller, I think that's her name. I don't even know. I don't even remember her fucking stripper name. I just know she's blocked on here because she's just messy as fuck. I gave Priscilla my address to literally fight again, okay? and you know, that when she didn't show up, that's when I was like, oh, she's in it. The bartender is in it, the white bartender, I don't even remember her name. Like, this is just all a plot and a plan to make me into something that I'm not. So when you are in situations where you're being literally like attacked from all angles, the smartest thing to do is to not only leave the room, okay, but to leave the room and never fucking come back. My problem was, I left the room for, I think I got suspended for like a weekend. That was back when we were allowed to fight at the strip club, which I love those times, okay? I loved those times. But we were allowed to come back the next weekend, and my mistake was coming back, okay? Because like I said, I get so much love in other places that it's dumb of me to sit and try to encourage someone to respect me when I get so much love all over the fucking world, okay? Okay, my business, my items from Smug Beauty hit Barbados in 2020, okay? Rihanna land, okay? Smug Beauty is in Rihanna land, all right? Like, I'm winning so big that I really just, like, I don't give a fuck no more, but I have to get this off of my chest because I'm tired of, like, the reoccurring dreams. I'm tired of the, like, residual tension that I have when I encounter y'all. You know what I'm saying? Either through this app or even sometimes I see y'all in person, and I just look the other fucking way. So one thing that I want y'all to know is that with bullying, with harassment, you never know what somebody is going through. Have I been a bully before? Hell yeah. Have I been a bully before at the strip club? Hell fucking yeah. Okay, especially when I was rooming with the addict. Okay, when I first started, when I was 18. Okay, she was real skinny and real short. I don't even remember her fucking stripper name. Okay, but y'all, people in the strip club know who I'm fucking talking about. And that's where the majority of my rumors came from, because she was fucking sucking and saying that I was the only one fucking and sucking. So I mean, it is what it is. But we ain't gonna judge, okay? We ain't even gonna do it. But a lot of these strip club rumors translated into the real world, and that's where I really have a problem with, because like I said, to this day, people are still feeling like they can disrespect me based off of a live video that two strangers made of me. You know, so like I said, I'm over it, but I will speak my piece and I will speak my fucking truth. I know that. And the last thing I will do is allow anybody to push any fucking narrative of me again. I promise you, like, this is it. Okay? So I want to take a second just to speak on, just give me 1 second. I want to speak on the lifelong effects of bullying, okay? Because I really feel like we don't even realize we are being bullies, because especially if you've been bullied all your life by your mom, your dad, your stepdad, your brothers, your cousins, okay? You don't even realize you're a bully until you want peace, until you want love, you know? Because it's, for a lot of people, we don't even realize that we're bullying someone, like I said, until they commit suicide and you're in a note. You're like, oh, I didn't know they took that serious. I didn't know, you know, it's always, I don't know. When shit gets real, it's always, I don't know. But the thing is, when you're sitting and laughing with people, you know what you're doing. You've been bullied before. You know what I'm saying? We've all experienced some level of bullying or harassment in our fucking lives to some certain extent. And you know it doesn't make you feel good. And it's really sad if, to this day, the only thing that makes you feel good is disrespecting someone or bringing someone down in order to make yourself feel like you're up. And that's sad within itself. And I really hope y'all heal that, because life is beautiful when you choose to let go of your part in your pain and hold accountability for your life being exactly the way that it is. When you take accountability, I promise you, life gets so much fucking better. And I feel like for a lot of people, they've been a bully their whole life that they don't even know how to start. And it starts by not being disrespectful. I mean, that's really what it is. And if you hear someone saying anything about anyone, you know, just close your ears, because that ultimately, a lot of people don't have the maturity to hear a rumor and move past it based off of their one-on-one energetic interactions with people. You gotta go, girl. Go ahead. It's okay. Go ahead. Sorry. Listen. And the thing is, with bullying and harassing, you have to really understand that you affect people with your words, you know, because you never know what someone's dealing with personally, or what they have to deal with when they go home and leave the club. You never know what they have to deal with their work. You know, so some people have, you know, disabled children that they have to take care of and things like that, and family members. Like, you don't know what people go through, you know what I'm saying? Unless they tell you, you don't know what they go through. And what's worse is if they tell you and you still choose to be a bully. That's just sad within itself. But that's some shit that y'all gotta work out within, okay? So I'm gonna end this live because I spoke basically all the truths that I could, and I hope that y'all take this live and apply it to your healing, and not take this live and try to make more fucking drama, because like I said, I don't give a fuck. about none of y'all, okay? I don't care about how you feel about me. I'm speaking my piece and I'm moving the fuck on, because I'm going to places that are so beautiful and filled with so much love, and I cannot keep the residual pain of the words that y'all said to me and how disrespected I was with me. So this is my release. This is my energetic release. Really? Stop it. Stop. Girl, why are you doing that? Stop. Okay, this is my... Listen, this is my release of everything, because I'm no longer carrying you guys, because I'm going to places that are fucking beautiful, okay? And that's all I gotta say. Peace out. I'm done.